Keeping the youth interested, involved, and energized about their faith has laid a strong foundation for the future of St. Thomas.
With the younger children of Sunday school, a portion of the Sunday school hour, the same time that the church was going on, was devoted not only to their lessons, but also attending a chapel that was designed with children's furniture, a children's size altar and lectern that was over in the parish hall.
Sometimes we'd have 80 to 90 children in the Sunday school, and it was very active. I mean, in the spring, for Easter, we always planted the grass so the children could see, you know, that spring was a rebirth and everything was growing. We'd have them put little plants in pots and stuff to take home to their parents. Christmas was a big pageant for all the children in Sunday school. A lot of hours and a lot of hard work and dedication went into the children's Christmas pageant.
The most vivid memories I have is of the boys' choir that we sang here. We sang in. It was a big choir. We had probably 12, 14 boys that participated. We came down here one afternoon a week to practice, and it was all the practices were held right here in the main sanctuary of the church.
In 1976, I believe, as part of the youth group, a decision was made to go ahead and present Godspell because we had a lot of musicians and talented members of our youth group at that point. And we also happened to have some adult musicians that wanted to go ahead and do it as well. They thought it would be representative of St. Thomas. And I was asked to go ahead and play the role of Jesus in Godspell.
Oh, it was an incredible endeavor. Joanne Kotz, who was marvelous, very, very gifted woman, she decided it's something we should take on with our youth group in high school. But we didn't have enough kids to pull it off. So she asked us to go out and reach out and get different friends to come too. And out of that, other families joined the church.
We didn't really know we had talent, but she found it. She found it within us. And she did an audition where she just had us sing, and we did a little solo. And before you know it, we had a cast. And so, these are my very, very good friends. We formed tremendous bonds. And it was a amazing spiritual birth for me, Godspell, when we did this play.
I did play on when I was in junior high school, playing a church basketball team. That one of our older members who's just recently deceased was the coach, Ned Adams. And I think there was a league of church basketball teams that played against each other when we were 7th, 8th grade, 6th grade, something like that.
I had a great time as a child. We did, one of the main things we did was youth basketball, which we did, it was a church league, which was played at the YMCA, but it was all, members from the church.
With a rich and long history, St. Thomas has focused its ministry outside of the church walls, reaching out to individuals and families in need.
The church has been involved with this neighborhood and the community really in some unique ways since I came here. There's been an association with, or there was an association, I should say, with Alcoholics Anonymous that went on for years and years.
The thrift shop, as you may or may not remember or know, used to be way, way down on the sharp end of town on East 4th Street, just a little, half a block maybe west of Floyd Boulevard. And it was just an old building, and people brought their clothing and so forth to the thrift shop.
We did have a manager who was there every day, and the one I'm remembering was Pearl McCoy, who was herself a wondrous character. She made it fun to be down there. Church members donated, but there were lots of other people in the community who came in. I mean, I don't think I was ever there when several people didn't come in with things, if they were moving or if they're changing the seasons. We just got from the whole community. It was the entire cross-section of humanity who came into that thrift shop. It was always so fun to be there, and you just got involved with the lives of the people who came in.
It was also a way in which some of the older people in the parish could serve. They could be down there and sell, arrange things, and so forth. So it was an outreach thing, but also benefit the people in the area. We were able to donate, people were able to donate things that they did not use anymore, and then we could sell them to people who could use them.
We, in conjunction with the Junior League, packed cookies from the Johnson Biscuit Company, the Rejects. And I think it was 10 pounds for $3 or something like that, I don't remember. But on the day that we sold the cookies, there would be a line all the way down East 4th.
Two Vietnamese ladies by the name of Hum Cook Nguyen and Kelly Hines, who worked for Lutheran Social Services, came to Verdry Kerr, who was our priest then, asking if they could use the parish house for tutoring the kids. And Verdry allowed that to happen. And one day at church, he mentioned that if anybody was interested in working with some kids, to stop by and see what was going to happen. So I stopped by, and a couple of those sessions, that's all it took, and it just kind of got me hooked right off the bat. So we ran that from 1992 to 1999, anywhere from 3 to 4 nights a week for 7 years. And I think we had probably at our peak maybe 90 kids that would come through, anywhere from kindergarten kids all the way up to high school kids. In fact, I was just noticing that one of the kids that graduated is now getting her doctorate degree in molecular biology at Creighton. And her family still lives here in town, and kind of take a lot of pride in something like that. In 1996, we got about $50,000 from the state of Iowa, Department of Human Services, and we did a work-study program. Kids came to school in the morning and taught and did the homework, and then in the afternoon we went out and painted benches at Grandview Park, cleaned the globes downtown, did stuff around the city, and the kids got paid for it. And they had to be here at school in the morning in order to be able to work in the afternoon to get paid.
I am not a member of St. Thomas. I live in the neighborhood, and my involvement with St. Thomas began when we started meetings at St. Thomas. We had several of the initial national nights out were here. We have had them at the Boys and Girls Home more recently. They have provided us a place to work from with our cleanups, and Nina has been very faithful with serving lunches at those. Their presence, I think the appearance of St. Thomas in the neighborhood, I think is a positive influence on making the neighborhood look good, and probably just a bright spot in a lot of people's lives. I have been outside, and so many people will compliment the church on the new landscaping, what the church looks like, just say they enjoy it.
One of the members of the church got us signed up to be eligible to get food from the food pantry when we would do our dinners or our neighborhood feeds. And Karen, who was the director of the food bank at that time, came to one of these, and shortly thereafter buttonholed me, and she says, "You know, you'd be an ideal location for a food pantry." And I kind of thought, yikes. But the more she and I talked, and we started out very, very low-key. It was just kind of on demand. We didn't have hours or anything. But as we got a big freezer and things just started growing to the point where they are today, and it's been a godsend for the neighborhood and for the outreach of the church. It's one of the main ministries that has really grown out of St. Thomas, and it just started with someone saying, "Hey, what do you think?"
Food pantry, of course, is a big project for us here now, which is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I oftentimes help with distributing food to folks there.
I usually ask them, in fact, I always ask them, how many adults are in their family and how many children. So that helps us determine how much food to give the people.
I do feel good, like I'm helping the community, and I've noticed that the number has increased, that we are serving a lot more as times go by and times get harder. So, and I feel that we are serving this part of the community, that St. Thomas is a part of this community, and we want to make them feel like this is their home too.
The food bank, I think, is a huge service to this community around 12th and Douglas Streets, because I think it's fair to say that quite a number of the people who go to the food pantry actually come from this neighborhood.
I'm a cradle to grave Episcopalian, and it just, the communion and the service refreshes me when I come on Sundays. It's a beautiful surrounding. The people are friendly, and it's just a part of me.
First of all, I started the men's prayer group. That was primary of importance to me, and then went on to do the agape dinner because I'd done that in other churches I'd been in.
We try to be an active participant in the Northside Coalition, which Nina is such a big part of. We used to do a rummage sale, and we do that in August, and really cheap things. And then after the rummage was over, then we would allow people to come in and just take whatever they wanted for nothing. And then we'd have a picnic out in the parking lot. And then we do the agape dinner, which is in around right before Christmas, which is free for the neighborhood. And Nina's husband, Keith, he was the local Santa Claus here in Sioux City for such a long time, and so he would usually be Santa Claus, and we'd gather gifts and give to the kids and feed folks, and it's a great day, really great day. So that's Craig Mansfield has been kind of the driving force behind that.
It's kind of grown more than this neighborhood. I mean, we have up to 500-600 people each year, each Christmas.
One of my focuses here at St. Thomas is to try to make sure that we use the resources that God has given us to create not only a better community, but a better church home here for the people who call St. Thomas their church home.
This was our spiritual home, and always has been. And when everybody comes back, we end up at St. Thomas.
The friendship, the caring, and it's just a home away from home, I guess maybe you could say.
Having the feeling and the warmth of family and friends and community at St. Thomas has been an anchor in my life.
Building here itself, I feel at peace when I come in here.
But there is a quiet and a peace here that if we can find the people who need that, we will never have to worry about our future.
Jerusalem.